Okay. Hello, everybody. So this is a video where I am going to answer some of your questions. No, not really answer it. I'm not going to claim that I have the answers for your questions, first of all. Let me adjust my camera a bit. Yeah, there we go. See behind me, we got the Akasha. Today's, you know, discussion that we're going to have on these questions, everything. Let's do a little prayer in our hearts before. I'll take a pause here so that, not only for you guys, but for me, that I'm able to get out my opinion as clearly, and as true to me as possible, that so that it may benefit you. And if it doesn't, that's okay. You know, I appreciate all you guys that have shared. So the first question that I want to look at is from Alfie D. Okay. Yeah, he put in one of the videos. What external preparations are you doing for the next 20 years? I'm due to spend the next months transitioning to breatharian and have my Keylontic studies. Something to start a fire, a map, and clothes. Source shall cover anything else that is needed. What is your opinion? My opinion on that, if you're able to work your way to being a breatharian, do it. I support you. Man, if all you need in your life is what you're describing, your Keylontic studies, that's like, I love that for you, you know? But we do live in a world where we have needs and our physical body does require certain things, certain sustenance, you know? So, like, I'd say listen to yourself, you know? You can just have a map, a fire, and clothes and go live and let source cover everything. That's a great and blessed life too, in my opinion. I, though, choose personally to go back into civilization and into society and try and, touch as many people as possible. That's just my personal imprint. Other people have different imprints. You might have the type of imprint that is, oh no, I'm gonna go work on the grids. I'm gonna go where source guides me to. I'm gonna go to this sacred leyland area. I don't need much. And I love that. I have no judgment of that path. I appreciate that path. I appreciate all paths. And just see what works for you and don't if your body is giving you signs and clues in your mind and your emotions, listen. Not to the fake ones, but the true ones, you know? But for the next 20 years, what I'm gonna be doing is trying my best to have all my strands activated. I know that's crazy, but like I want to have all 12 strands activated personally. Not to show to anybody, but just from my own personal like quiet little life experience. I want to feel connected to God all the time, you know? Um and if I'm able to become a breatharian, for sure I will. But I also have to understand like how many distortions we picked up like I'm under the impression after this Earth, we'll go to like a little higher time band of Earth where we're gonna clear out some of the stuff that we picked up here because we can't like a lot of us as humans cannot just go back, you know, because of all the stuff we picked up. We're low-key a little bit poisonous, so we have to clear those distortions out. So that's what I want to do. Clear out as many distortions as possible because as much as we think that we've gotten rid of certain things, they still come up, don't they? You know? We've got to be fully in tune with our shadow. And our shadow, one of the older workshops, it was a description. The shadow is two-thirds of you, you know? Your consciousness when you come here. This place is very dense, so making myself a bit less dense is what I'm doing to prepare. I hope that answered it and I gave my opinion out there. Because and also I'll put like this, my opinion can always change too, based on new information, based on different interpretations of the past. So you have to keep that in mind too, that we're not static, we're very dynamic beings. Each individual is very, very, very dynamic. Static is just locked in one set. We're not locked in one set. That's kind of what is the difference between natural intelligence and artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is locked into patterns. Like God's intelligence is not, bro. It just can make any decision at any point, you know? So like leave room for that and and do your studies. Yeah, hope that helped. And we got another question too. Let me not forget. From Carla Love. Hi. Hello. Thank you for that. How long how long does it take to normally do a protection field? Well, when you first start, it's taught that you'll you do the full 26 step Maharic seal, technique. But honestly, if you want my opinion, you can do that to create more of a conceptual understanding to allow your mental energies to flow better. But honestly, you can just do it through a song. Sing a song, however long the song is, and you can create a protection field instantly like that if you know the mechanics. If you don't know the mechanics though, you will want to do that 26 step Maharic seal. And once you do that, right, your Maharic seal will be like active, they say 20 minutes to 3 hours when you're first beginning. But after a week or two, the energy, the more frequency of the D12 that it creates, the longer it lasts and the quicker and easier it is. So if you're a person who already has, understanding of protecting the field properly within accordance, you know, to understanding that you do need D12. Anything below D12 can still be distorted up to dimension 11.5. I still believe that. I still believe it is like that to this day. It's like that. Sure, we have our oversoul levels that could be completely aligned in Christic, but the shadows and the distortions go all the way up to 11.5. So you can never be too sure. That's why you always want to start with D12 protection, the highest level of protection. But at least the highest level below Akasha. I don't know. Protection is protection to me though. What makes you feel protected and safe and is keeping, let's say, the demons at bay, um, then do that. But really, true protection is faith in source and fearlessness. So how long does it normally take? Well, it's hard to say because everyone's normal is different. How long do you feel like it takes for you after the Maharic seal to like, or whatever you're doing, whatever your practice is? How long does it take for you after that to feel protected? Normally is very this person, that person. Normal is subjective in this situation, especially for protection fields. Some people they'll have to pray and do their protection for hours and hours and hours, and then they'll feel, protected. Some people is just done. Hmm? Done. I feel protected within. I feel protected within. I am God sovereign free. Just talk to yourself like that. And when you say that, okay, in this and when you're practicing and you're calling yourself God, you need to say it from a perspective of, and so is everything else. So yeah, hope I answered the questions. I'm still getting used to like recording and stuff and being comfortable speaking, but yeah. Anyways, well, y'all take it easy. Nate signing out. Stay blessed. Adonai.